Hello friends, and welcome to my channel, The Weeping Willow. My name is Muge. I'm a passionate urban gardener from Johannesburg, South Africa. In today's video, I am going to share my plans for this growing season. So stick around because you might find some useful tips. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to like, comment. I like to engage with you, and subscribe so that you don't miss any of my future videos. Today is the 11th of August, and it means we are 3 weeks away from spring. And it also means that the gardening community is buzzing here in SA. All I see in my timeline, it's people starting seeds, buying seedlings, buying seeds, preparing land, and everyone is just excited. I am not immune to that hype. I'm also excited. I can't wait for spring. I've started seeds, I've bought compost, I also bought fertilizer, I've prepped the land. So I'm ready for spring. You would know that from the few previous videos I've been feeling despondent, and that's no fault of mine. That's what winter does when you live in a frost prone area. But not anymore. I'm very excited. I can't wait for winter. I'm excited, I'm motivated for what the possibilities are. The last growing season was a huge success for me. I mean, the only vegetables I bought were onion and garlic. The rest was from my garden. And I owe that success partly to the power of visualization. The power of visualization. You might ask, what do I mean by the power of visualization? What I wanted from my garden, I saw it first here in my mind. It was clear as daylight that what is it that I want for my garden. So I want to apply the same process for this growing season. I actually took time out where I sat in solitude in the garden. I visualize what I want. So this video is about that. So come with me, visualize with me, and tell me if you see the dream, if you see the vision. Okay, here we are. This pile of pallets is still here. The plan is to build a compost bin. Yeah, eventually I'll get to it. I've started seeds in the seeds trays. I've got more. I'll show you more later. I bought fertilizer. I've been neglecting to fertilize my crops, and some of them, they're complaining. So I bought fertilizer today. I bought 3 bags just as a start, 3 bags of compost. I can't compare to last year where I bought an entire truckload. And I also have 3 bags of dried leaves that I will use as mulch. I will use this as mulch. I've prepared this area, but I still need to do some work because of this tree. What happens, there's a lot of roots. There's some complex root system that it grows up and it competes with my crops. So what I'll do, I'll just remove all of this soil and put builder's plastic in the bottom to stop the roots from competing with my crops. Okay, here the plan here, this is my brassica patch, one of my brassica patches. So I've planted all the brassicas together so that I can be able to cover them to prevent the cabbage worm from attacking them, cabbage worm and aphids. So I'll put covering here. Today I took out the net that was protecting these overwintered peppers. It's peppers and aubergine. I'm really praying and hoping that they'll survive. There's also cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper is still green, so I'm confident it's going to survive. So let's go back to the entrance. This is going to be the entrance. Let me show you. This is what I'm visualizing for this area. I want to put an arch here at the entrance of the garden. It's either an arch or some type of trellis. Be nice as I enter this part of the garden, and maybe I'll grow cucumbers here, cucumbers or some climbing beans, but I think I'm leaning more towards cucumbers. Yeah, I'll have cucumbers here, so there'll be an arch where you enter here, or a trellis of some sort, and then you will enter this section. I'm not going to cover the ground with wood chips because I like sitting here, especially in this area. This patch here, you will see in summer this grass is very silky. It's green and it's silky, and I like sitting here and just enjoy what the garden is. This one over here, I'm gonna make that area into a walkway, but what I'll do, I'll put trellis as well. I'll put trellis in this area, and I'm going to grow beans. It's gonna give it nice height. I need to put trellis again here just to give it height. And in this area over here, this whole area, once that sprouting broccoli has run its course, I'll take it out. And this area, I'll have my summer crops, mostly tomatoes. I'll have tomatoes and bell peppers. So this section here, all the section, I'll have summer crops. On top, I'm still deciding what I'm going to plant. Yeah, I'm still deciding. In this section here, these are my perennials. I'm sure you've seen it before. It's my perennials. I've got all sorts of kale, and I transplanted the Swiss chard. It was on top in the first row, that first row over there, because that first row is above the tree. Birds normally sit on that branch. They sit on that branch and they poo on my chard. So I removed it. Let me show you this one. You'll see it has some droppings, and there's no way you can eat this. This is just application of salmonella poisoning. So I moved it. So the plan, maybe in that first row I'll put root vegetables. Currently I have beets. They're root vegetable. I won't put anything that I can eat raw because of this risk where birds poop on the crop. And this is larkspur. larkspur, I have a lot of it. I can't wait. I transplanted some here. I hope they won't die, because I just want this entire section to be filled with flowers, and this section will be my herb section. So I'll fill up the areas, the gaps, with more herbs. Okay. When I remove this, I'll put more summer crops. I have a plan. I've drawn a plan, but it's not solid as yet. There are areas where I won't compromise. Whatever I've drawn on the plan, that's what I'll plant. But my plan, it's not rigid. It's not rigid because sometimes the garden talks to you. You will want to plant brassicas in one area and you find that brassicas don't do well there, and you might require to move them to another area. So in that sense, it's not rigid. Sometimes I allow the garden to dictate. It talks to me, I listen, and I just allow it to dictate what should be planted where. But tell me, do you see it? Here, there'll be a trellis. I'll put a trellis and I'll plant the runner beans. It's going to be beautiful. And over there by the entrance, there'll be another trellis where it's like an entrance to the garden. This pathway, it's a very small pathway, so maybe I should put wood chips here. I'll put wood chips and let them decompose, and eventually I'll use them as compost. If I put my summer crops, the red bell peppers, all sorts of tomatoes and more aubergine, if I put all of them together or in one section, it allows me the ability to cover them up and protect them from birds, because birds, once they see red, they go crazy. Yeah, so that's the plan. And here I have blueberries. This is the early variety. It's flowering like crazy. I'm excited. End of September, early October, I should have blueberries. Okay. And here we have the first pods, the first peas pods for the season. Look how gorgeous they are, and look at the flowers. They look so pure. I love these flowers. They're beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, they're beautiful. I need to get more twine. I'm out of twine, and this twine served me well. I've had it for over 12 months. It served me well. I need to get more twine and put more twine up so that they have a way of holding on. Yeah, put the trellis up. Okay, so here, this is my garlic patch. You know it very well, but look at this. It's turning yellow. This could be a number of reasons. It's either it's thirsty, I'm not watering it enough, or it's the change of season, it's getting warmer now, or it's the lack of fertilizer. I don't know. I think it's the lack of fertilizer and the fact that I'm not watering enough. But I will fix that shortly. I've bought the fertilizer, and I try to water it constantly. Okay. Here it's the chard. I need to remove it. There's just overcrowding here. I need to remove this chard and plant it somewhere else and let it breed a bit. This one here is not happy. It's not growing like I expected it to grow, probably the lack of nutrients, but I'll fix that. I bought the fertilizer. Okay. And I have calendula. This calendula was up there on the second row and it wasn't doing so well, so I transplanted it here, and I will closely monitor it and see how it does. This one has some mildew. I don't know why, but yeah, I'll try and sort it out. And that's my lovely deal. My lovely deal. And you know why I have this, right? Because we want to feel good about life. This is radish. It's doing so well. Okay, the plan this time around, the black containers, I'm gonna use the black containers for flowers, because I still need flowers. So already I've got calendula and I've got is it? Whatever. And I have sweet alyssum. I'm planning to plant more cosmos, you know, my love for cosmos, zinnias, dahlias. What's on my wish list? I want borage. Maybe borage will go to the I don't know, I'll see, but I want borage as well. Over here, this is the corner that I'll never show to the public because it's such a mess. I'm telling you, gardens are not always manicured. Okay, they might be manicured, but there's always that one corner where things are a mess. So the plan here, this is my garden waste. I've saved it because this is where my compost bin is supposed to be. I'll work on that. But the idea for this passage, this is where I'll be growing most of my squash, butternut squash. I've got so many different varieties. I don't know all of them by head. But yeah, I've got like 4, close to 5 different types of squashes. I'll grow them here, but it will be a vertical garden. I'm not going to let them run rampant. It will be a vertical garden. And if you turn the corner around the house, this section, I want to grow sweet corn, sweet sorghum. Sweet sorghum, it's almost like sugar cane, but it's softer, and it looks like sorghum, but it's so nice and sweet and soft. It feels like a hug. I'm gonna plant it here. Sweet corn, sweet sorghum. Some of the pumpkins, I'll plant them here and I'll let them run rampant. And maybe I'll put some beans as well. I'll see. There's a bedroom here. This bedroom is so hot in summer because the sun sets this way. This is west. The sun set this way. So if I plant corn here, it'll also serve as a sunscreen of some sort. Okay, and then let's walk this way. This area here, it's where I keep my waste bin, and the idea, maybe not this growing season, but in the future, would be to turn this area into a beautiful garden shed. Okay, my other friend called it a she shed. Yeah, I should turn it into a she shed. This section here, I'm going to plant potatoes, but it's just that now the sun is setting. I'll see. Maybe I'll plant a row or 2. I want to plant potatoes. My friend and I got potatoes, foxy potatoes. Apparently they are disease resistant, blight resistant, and all of that. So I'll plant them here. And this is where my imaginary compost bin used to be. It worked. I used to get nice compost from this area, and voila, it looks like a mess. Don't judge me. This is where I keep my bin, but the plan is to clean this up nicely, and I can keep my garden tools, compost and stuff like that, and I can use it for starting seeds and all of that. But I'll have to cover the roof somehow. And create some sort of makeshift greenhouse or she shed, whatever it's called. Yes. So that's the plan. Tell me if you see it. And hold me accountable. Hold me accountable, please. I'm gonna work on it. And this is where sweet corn will be, and I'll try and see if I can use wastewater to irrigate this patch. Okay, thank you for coming along with me and visualizing with me and dreaming with me. Tell me if you can see it. Tell me if you can see the dream. If you have any ideas that will work for my garden, please feel free to share. That's how we learn in this community. Until next time. Oh wait, now I need to get off my Sunday best. I need to get off my Sunday best and get down and dirty and plant the potatoes. Come with me. Let's plant the potatoes. Let's go plant some potatoes. There are my potatoes. I left them for far too long and I won't be able to plant all of them today, that's the truth. But yeah, I'll try my best. Look at that. Nice, eh? Okay, come along. Friends, my best ended up being planting only 5 potatoes, but I tried. And thank you for stopping by. Please remember to like the video, comment if you can, and subscribe. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch the video. Until we meet again, goodbye for now.